Chapter 190. Courting Only Quality Deaths 1. It was too late to react now. In a head-on battle, he was no match for San Shi, let alone being ambushed at this moment. The spear pierced through his head and ended him in the most direct and fastest way. Under his indignant gaze, the Yi family elite fell to the ground and died. The blood river surged over and began to devour his flesh and blood. At this moment, black and white chi pulsed between San Shi's brows, emitting a desire to devour. Here we go again. San Shi pursed his lips and did not give the life and death goo a chance. It still did not manage to devour the other party. When he turned this person's corpse into ashes, another long black and white snake flew out. Its entire body contained the same unique energy. This was formed from the other party's essence, chi, and spirit, which was absorbed by the life and death goo. If he wanted to, he could quickly refine it. However, he was in the midst of a battle and it was not suitable for him to refine power of the same level. He hence put it away and continued to search for the last golden core target. The latter was fighting with an old woman from the heavenly poison sect. He should have been poisoned. At this moment, his face was green and black, and his breathing was a little hurried. The golden blood on his body seemed to be boiling, as he released a powerful force to resist the invasion of the toxins. He could still maintain his combat strength and occasionally rebuff the old woman back. The toxin will invade your heart very soon. You actually dare to use the power of your bloodline now. The old woman sneered sinisterly. The top of the walking stick Dharma treasures in her hand was a green snake's head. It was constantly releasing wisps of poisonous gas that enveloped the nearby green poisonous fog. She only focused on defense. No matter how the other party attacked, she was not in a hurry. It was obvious that she wanted to drag the other party to death. Soon, our reinforcements will arrive. All of you shady beasts will die. The Yi family cultivator sneered and forcefully endured the discomfort in his body. He waved the Dharma treasures in his hand and the toxic air was sliced open. Even the poisonous fog could not approach for the time being. At this moment, the green fog beside him twisted slightly. Then, wisps of white fog appeared and enveloped the green fog, quickly changing its color. Seeing that her poisonous gas was somehow affected by something, the old woman was stunned for a moment. She could tell that this method did not come from her own people. San Shi disguised himself as Yi Jingshan and appeared in the fog. He said to the Yi family's golden core cultivator, "What are you waiting for? Hurry up and come over." The latter was surprised. He saw that the white fog came from a special ray formation power and said, in surprise, "Jingshan, when did you obtain this thing? It looks quite practical." "Cut the crap. If you don't come over, you can continue to wait for death." The old woman frowned and raised her walking stick. The snake head seemed to come alive and instantly turned into a dark green snake. It opened its mouth and bit at its target. Godslayer, a stunning sword light, was released and cut off the snake formed by nomological power. The latter's face became even paler. He was already poisoned. The more he used his power, the faster the toxin would infest him. Without any hesitation, he retreated into the fog. With his back facing San Shi, he said, "Jingshan, sorry to trouble you. Give me some time to detoxify the poison." A sword tip appeared between his brows and blood gushed out. "What's the point of detoxifying? Just die, then there won't be any trouble for me." San Shi reached out and grabbed the latter's arm, suppressing him on the spot. The latter turned his head with difficulty to look at his clansman. The other party's cold gaze already proved that this was not the real Yi Jingshan. "Who are you?" he questioned with difficulty. Even until his death, he wanted to know who had schemed against him. "I never changed my name. In blood robes that dye the mountains and rivers red." San Shi smiled. "If you want revenge, find me in hell." Ushumless, the family elder cursed with his eyes wide open. His brain and soul were shattered by the power of the sword and he died on the spot. "Ding, congratulations on killing the target of death. You are rewarded with one chance to draw the lottery." The notification beside his ear made San Shi grin. "Wait, I said wrongly. Your soul has been destroyed by me, so you probably won't have a chance to go to hell." On the other side, the old woman outside the fog was about to give chase when her nostrils suddenly shrank. She subtly picked up the scent of blood. She stopped in her tracks and stared at the fog. She thought that her cultivators had been killed. "This is the array formation power, but it can move. It should have come from the array disk. Although it doesn't affect me too much, There are at least 2 of them in there. Just in case, it's better to find a helper to enter together. She turned around to see who was free and found that several people of the same level were free. She was not too busy and said, in surprise, "Where are your prey? Weren't you fighting previously?" They were all swallowed by a fog. They're probably gathering now. It's best for everyone to gather together so that they won't be defeated one by one. The inner sect disciple of the heavenly poison sect who had fought Yi Jingshan shrugged. Because I didn't know the situation in the fog, I didn't enter as it was too rash. My thoughts are similar to yours. Now, let's join forces and explore. Let's see who itis. The 3 of them gather and use their defensive methods to charge into the fog with their dharma treasures. Sangshi was dealing with the corpses when he saw the old woman with her head wrapped in red cloths, approaching with 2 other fellows. One of them was wrapped in a red cloth while the other was wrapped in a white cloth like a mummy. The corners of his mouth could not help but twitch. As expected, they thought that he was from the Yi family since he pretended to be from the Yi family to ambush the Yi family. Moreover, the people from the heavenly poison sect could not see the situation. Clearly, hence it was quite normal for them to mistake the Yi family for targeting them. He did not want to reveal his identity at this time. At this moment, the power of the yin-yang reversal formation disc was not enough to resist the 3 golden cores. After thinking for a moment, Sangshi decided to continue pretending to be Yi Jingshan to see if he could die a few more times.